Welcome into In-Game Chat for Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. It is Season 20, Episode 13. And I'm Scott.
And I'm Matt.
Welcome in, Matt. Thanks for coming in. RJ's not here today.
Yeah, no problem.
But Matt has shown up and joined us for today's show real quick. Get that done.
And what a nice day it is.
Yeah, you know, I was outside. This was after you had told me that you were going to be outside a lot today, and I thought, boy, real nice weather for that.
It started out chilly, but it got nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine with chili. Chili's fine. But yeah, so anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us. You want to participate there? We got the Discord going. But you can also just, watch us on Twitch. Go to twitch.tv. You can find us there by searching for In-Game Chat. You can also join in the chat room while we're broadcasting and join us there. Brian's in there. AC Wraith's in there. Lethal Migraine's shown up. So, hi, everybody. Also, email us, everyone at ingamechat.net. Twitter, In-Game Chat. Blue Sky, In-Game Chat. Facebook, In-Game Chat. Just keeps going and going.
In-game
I
chat.
swear, yeah. You do it that way, too. Go ahead. All of this, by the way, every single way that you can get in touch with us and join us and do all this stuff can be found at our website, ingamechat.net. Scroll to the very bottom, and you'll find all the links where you can get in touch with us and do all this stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome to the show. Matt, what have you been playing? Normally we have to think about, how much time it's been since we've seen you and how many games you played. But, it's only been, 2-3 weeks, maybe?
Yeah. Like
yeah. So what have you been playing?
Been trying to finish out a little bit more on Terminator Resistance.
This is not the 2D one, right?
No, it's the first person.
Okay.
It's okay, and I'm just far enough in it that now I'm just like, all right, let me just go to finish it out. It's...
Are these the same guys that did the RoboCop?
Maybe.
I'm going to look, but you go ahead.
Been doing that. That's been fun. Play again through a little more of Resident Evil 9, redoing that, I think the next run I'll do will be the last run with Insanity mode. And really, other than that, man, when Vampire Crawlers came out,
I know.
I've been playing that one.
I know.
A lot.
Was that this week or last? When was that?
Last week.
So, have we had it now for a full...
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it was last week.
This previous week?
2 weeks ago.
Did I talk about it last week?
I don't know.
I should have. Wouldn't I have been talking about it? Because I would have been.
Yes. I only caught the last end of it.
I don't.
The show last week. But I've been playing that. Oh, and I went through and did the Le Chiffre level on Hitman.
The who what?
Le Chiffre.
Oh, okay.
From Casino Royale. Mads Mikkelsen's character in Casino Royale.
Oh, Hitman. Yeah. That's it. Yes.
He's one of the elusive targets going on right now, and then like anticipation for First Light.
First Light, yeah.
And if you play that level, then you get a.
Because the same developers, right?
Yeah, you get a tuxedo for First Light. So,
I guess you're getting First Light.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I am just waiting for that game.
Terminator Resistance came out in 2019. They did RoboCop Rogue City in 2023, and then the expansion Unfinished Business in 2025.
Okay.
The name of the dev company is Teon.
Yeah. I didn't play the RoboCop game, but I mean the Terminator.
I have the RoboCop game because it was available either real cheap or free.
Okay.
Somehow, I say free, I mean like Humble Bundle or something like that. I don't remember what. So I do have it. Or do I have it on PlayStation Plus? I may have it there. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Man, why did I think... I can't believe I've been playing this... for more than 2 weeks now. For Vampire Crawlers.
I'm pretty sure it came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I have to...
I think it was the Monday after the last time that I was here, because I think I missed a week.
Really?
Something like that.
April 21st, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe I talked about it. I don't know. God, that's how bad my memory is. But yeah, so same for me. That's what I've been playing. Are you still playing it? Are you playing it right now?
No, I was
okay.
I was talking in the chat.
Okay, because I know you were playing it just before we went on the air.
Just before, yes. So, I also, on my lunch break at work, I have a Vampire Survivor on my on my tablet, and I'll during my lunch break, I'll just
Did they make a
mobile version?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. With all the DLC.
Huh.
So I've been going through with the Castlevania DLC on that, just for fun. But they really knocked it out of the park, I feel, with Vampire Crawlers.
I know. I haven't. So there's a limited time event going on in Marvel Snap right now that's only got a few more days to go.
Oh.
And so I've been grinding that at the moment. Which, speaking of Marvel Snap, there's some bad news out of that camp recently, which we'll go over. But it's the Grand Arena, and it's happening right now. And it's a grind fest. 10 points per win, and the XP tree goes up to 1150.
Oh.
10 points per win.
That's that is the definition of a grind fest.
It's a mobile game. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Because if you buy the premium aspect of the track,
then it ups your XP.
You get 460 XP extra. So I mean, you get to add to it. You don't get a full whatever run up to the top, but you do get to add to it. So I'm just trying to grind enough to get to that point so when I get the premium, which the premium is in-game currency, which I have a collection of, so it's like I'm not actually spending my real money for it. It's like 800 gold, which I've got 800 gold. I've got 11,000 gold, whatever. So I've got 800 gold that I'm going to, hit. So I got to get to 650 or so, and then I can hit that, and then boom, I'm good. And I won't have to do it. But right now I'm at 300 and something, so a little less than half to go to get up there at just abysmal, slow climb. If you win, you get 10 points. If you lose, you only get 5. So there's still progression, win or lose. Just small. It's small if you win and small if you lose. But yeah. So anyway, that's so you've been doing that. I've been doing Snap, but I've also been doing Vampire Crawlers. You are ahead of me.
Yeah, I beat the main game, but now I'm just going back through and trying to upgrade my deck, do the unlocks. I have the characters unlocked, but now I'm just trying to do the evolutions to get
Have you unlocked all the characters?
I think so.
Yeah, I've still got some that I haven't because you have to get there's some characters that you can only unlock by doing certain things, and so far I haven't had like a 40-hand, deck or whatever it is. I did 40 cards in my hand, and I think there's some other ones like a maximum combo of some odd number that I haven't reached yet. So
wild cards. That's the way to do it.
Yep, that seems to be the case. Is going with your wild cards.
I had a one of the characters where I think it's the dog, where if you part of his powers is he'll give you little mini heart cards that are wild, and so you just use those to stack your deck and just throw those in to add combos and. Yeah, I'm having a blast in it. It's a lot of fun.
It's so addictingly fun.
Yes.
It's one of those again that we talked about this when I was talking about Raccoon, which is this and Ball Pit. Yeah. And
there's new updates in Ball Pit too.
But I feel like these are called game breakers, where it's like you're trying to find ways to break the game.
Yeah.
Or at least just do things that you wouldn't normally think you could do in something like this. And that is one of those things, which is just absolutely... some of the trailers for this thing, and you don't even need some of the trailers. You can watch some of the plays that other people have done where... it's just the combos are massive.
Yeah.
And the overkills and the damage. Have you beaten death yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's on my... Because, actually, no, I don't have all the characters because you get...
that's right. You get missing whatever,
number from death.
From killing death.
I haven't beat the Blue Reapers or...
I haven't even come across those guys yet.
I have. One of my runs, because if you...
Did you trigger the cards?
Yeah.
So there's a mechanic in the game where if you play the same card over and over and over again within the same turn, which is a possibility you can do... given the way these cards work, because you can play a card and then it goes back into your deck, and then eventually if your hand is or your deck is small enough, you can play another card that will pull from your deck and you've got that card over again, and you can just keep going. Eventually
it'll break. Yeah,
eventually it starts giving you warnings of the fact that, hey, you're playing this card too much, and if you play it too much, a number of different cards can be played. Is it just one card or a bunch of cards too much?
Any card.
Any card too much? If you play any card too much within a turn, I don't want to say it's within the whole run or within the game. It's just within one turn.
I'm not sure if it's... I kind of thought it was for that run.
It's not, because the cards are completely fine in your next...
Well, I know, if they start cracking, they're fine the next. But if it breaks, I think it's...
Oh, if it breaks, yeah.
You're done for that turn.
The card's done, yes.
Yeah.
But I believe...
back next turn.
Yeah, but
next go around.
Yeah, but when it breaks, though, is that when the blue death shows up, or what?
Purple, I believe.
Purple? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's when purple death. Blue is if you're taking a long time in on one of the monsters.
Really?
Yeah, it'll start. You see the water starts to rise a little bit.
Oh,
and that's when it gets too. If it's a hard battle, or if you're just racking up combos just to get that one last hit. When the water rises up to a certain level, that's when Blue Reaper will come out.
And what? Just kill you, right?
Oh, I mean, he attacks you. If you could freeze him, it kind of the same. I guess I'm assuming it's the same with Red Death. The Red Reaper. That if you could freeze them and disrupt their attack, or if your health is high enough, they'll because they'll do a massive amount of damage.
They will, yeah.
But you could survive that, and then if you get your hearts back, and then attack or freeze.
I did not know that, because one of the bridge sections. I think it was the first bridge section. I was fighting that sword at the end. It's just a sword.
Yeah.
And the water started rising. Well, I'm on a bridge, so I'm thinking, this is just part of the level.
That's Blue.
Blue never
Reaper.
showed up.
If it gets, too high, then he'll come out.
He never showed up. The water did get very high.
Just like in Vampire Survivors, like Blue Reaper will have the water start to go up on some of the levels, like the Gallow Tower.
I've apparently not played enough for Vampire Survivors. I have not played Vampire Survivors since any of the expansions launched.
Oh, wow.
I say expansions, but DLC, whatever.
Yeah.
I have not played that game since any of that stuff ever launched.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I played it a lot at the time when it first was out.
The Castlevania DLC is
right.
lot of fun.
I recently did pick up all the DLC for it, but I never went back to play it. It might be something I go back and do just because it's a lot of fun. God, I'm watching trailers here of this game, and it's just, man, it's itching. It's itching me to get back into it. It really is. If you've not played it, it's $10.
For which one?
For Crawlers.
Oh, Crawlers.
But if you already own Vampire Survivors, you can get it for a little bit less than that, for like $8, I think. If you want to buy them both, they're only, $13. And let me tell you, $13 for the amount of
replayability
time you'll get out of this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely great. Crawlers is just fantastic.
Oh, Thar says Game Pass also?
You know what? It probably is. It probably is on Game Pass.
I say it's worth your shot. I mean, give it a try. But I'm just having a lot of fun with it. It's definitely, if anyone's played the Vampire Survivors, I like how it starts out where, it starts out where it looks like it's Survivors, but then it goes into that sort of first-person crawler view to let you know, hey, this is just like that, but it's just more thinking, let me strategize, all right, let me move some cards around as you get combo numbers going.
Yeah.
That's just so much fun to you start getting to combo card 3, 4, you get level 5 card, then you hit a wild to reset it back. You see that combo count, just racking up, and then when you finally unleash it, just
I need to play better, or at least look further into
strategies.
Yeah, build strategies, things like that. You were telling me some characters to take along depending on what I wanted to do. You're telling me about opening up some because eventually you unlock the blacksmith in the village there, and once you unlock the blacksmith, you can take cards that you found and add upgrade slots to them. Also,
the Arcanas, which Arcana uses.
True. So far, the one that I always go with every single time is that my armor remains persistent.
I was doing that one, but then I swapped to my combos remain persistent. And that's how you get...
I don't think I've unlocked that one yet.
Massive combo accounts.
Yeah, I don't think I've unlocked that.
After you do a turn, as long as depending on what number of cards you land, you end the turn on, when you get a new hand in, if you continue that combo going, it'll continue that combo throughout, and that's how you get the massive amount of.
But if you end on a 3 card, then what do you need to play next? A 4 or a wild?
Or a wild, yes.
See, I don't think I have. See, I don't have very many 4s.
Evolutions.
Yeah, I know. They got to be. You got to do the evolutions.
You got to do the evolution.
You got to add a lot of wilds. Yeah.
Wilds are another. The cards you get from the light sources. The one throwaway card. Those are wild. So those are good. And then eventually, some of once you get into high enough, some of the weapon cards are wild, like the wings. I would see the wings in the in the.
Those are the ones that reduce the mana the cost of the card.
Yeah. I would see those, and I never got it. But then finally I tried it, and I'm like, oh, I see the potential in this.
Yeah. I'll pick those.
And for that, if you have to make sure that when you play a card, because it'll reduce the if you play a 2, it'll reduce the card, the mana cost to 1, but you have to play another 2, so you have to make sure you have 2 of the same. Otherwise, it'll break the chain. Because
the chain is in sequence of 0, 1. Or if you ever knocked them down into the negatives, the negative 1s, negative 2s, things like that. That
could be interesting. I once had a -2 card, and then I had to make sure, all right, let me play the -1 to get
and
that.
And then the 0, and then 1.
0.
Yeah, because it goes in that sequence.
Yeah. But it could just be a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Thar says he is stuck on the level 6 bridge.
Okay.
Which one is that? That may be the one that I'm on right now. I think that's
the one with the sword at the end.
After the tower.
Yeah, after Gallow Tower.
Yeah. I have not. So I've done 2 bridges so far. This will be my 3rd bridge to go through, and I haven't gone through it yet. I decided that I wanted to try and kind of upgrade a whole bunch of stuff now that I unlocked that one character that helps with your money, because money is apparently very money's not something I worried about at the beginning.
No.
Money is now something I absolutely need. This works just like life. Money was not something I cared about as a kid.
As a kid, yeah.
Now
as
it's
an adult, yeah.
Now it's
consuming.
my whole being now is just money.
One of the relics that you unlock that also just kind of fun is if you go back and replay a level, it'll detonate.
Yes.
The
first level.
The first level.
Floor, yeah.
And, is it just the first floor or is it just whatever?
Just the first floor.
Okay. So I'll do that, just detonate the first floor, then just grab all the goodies from that and then continue
did that. So I told you earlier I unlocked Gallo and I went back to farm and I went to the very first wood area level that you play.
Yeah, Mad Forest.
Yeah. And I saw the nukes. I was like, what is this? And I hit it and it blew up. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Well, anyway, I went through that again and I said, you know what? I'll save that for like the fourth round or whatever.
Oh.
It wasn't there.
Gotcha.
You only get to use it on the first floor. And if your first floor has a treasure chest that's unlockable by beating a boss, not the final boss.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, the final boss counts too.
Yeah.
You don't get the treasure.
That.
Yeah. You don't get it.
I noticed that.
So keep that in mind if you're grinding and trying to, get cool things for your cards and everything else. So
yeah.
Anyway, we're coming up on the top of the hour here, or not top of the hour, coming up on the bottom of the hour here. And we'll be taking a break here in just a minute. Have you played anything else? I mean, for me, that's it. That's pretty much all I've been playing.
Really, that's been
yeah,
all-consuming.
I got back into Proverbs a little bit, just as a relaxer type thing. Proverbs is a nice little relaxing sort of time waster type of a game.
I need to finish the DLC for Cyberpunk.
That's right. You were playing that last time we were here.
I was playing that a lot.
Yeah.
And, I've gotten a little bit further in the DLC. I need to finish that because I really, really enjoy that game. But, I have, a whole list of, things that, part of me is, saying, it'd be nice if I could just do a run of all the Yakuza games and just, start with that and just go through the entire series.
I've not played any of those.
I've played a couple of them, and I enjoy them.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, it's not... It'll take time.
I think, and you know what? Was it Thar? Could probably tell me. But I think, almost all the Yakuza games are on Game Pass.
Okay.
Almost all of them. I'm not sure that every single one of them are, but I want to say all of them are very, very... almost all of them are probably on there. I know Microsoft is doing a deep dive on the next one. It's not necessarily Yakuza. It seems to be set in that world, right?
Okay.
It's a new one that's coming out.
I know they have they have different games set in the world, like a Dragon.
Right.
I think Judgment is set in that world.
I'm looking up the Yakuza series. Good God, there's a bunch of them.
Yes, there are. I mean, just the numbered ones are 0 through 6.
Wow.
And then you have the remake versions and the Kiwami versions, and yeah, like I said, that's why I haven't, because it's just a little daunting a little bit to be all right, that's going to be a massive. It's like saying I want to play Assassin's Creed. Just start from 1 and go all the way through. That'll take you a good while.
Well, I thought there was one coming out, but maybe there's not. I could have sworn there was some kind of game, because they're doing... Maybe it's one of the spin-offs?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking through.
Control's coming out with a new one. Saw a trailer for that.
I did see something about that, you're right. I thought there was another one that was coming up, because I want to say that Microsoft was going to do a deep dive on it. I can't remember what and it's coming up this month. Man, I'm going to have to look this up when I get a chance, because it'll take me a minute to try and figure it out from here. But anyway, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, maybe I'll be able to find out what I'm actually trying to talk about. But we've got the Steam controller to talk about. I guess you take a look at that. I'm
very tempted.
I don't know. I don't play. I don't. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when I come back. We're going to a break here. We've got what is this? Metal Eden is the name of the game, and the name of the track is called Killzone. So we'll be back with more of In-Game Chat and Matt here in just a moment. We'll be right back. Welcome back into In-Game Chat. This is music from a game I haven't played yet, Hollow Knight Silksong. Yeah.
I have not played the Hollow Knight series.
I have not touched the Hollow Knight series. It doesn't seem like a game, it doesn't seem like anything that I would enjoy. It's very, Super Meat Boy-ish, I guess, or something where it's...
Something like that.
I'm not sure what those are called now, but...
Annoying.
Platform hells, I guess.
Yeah.
Map memory hells, things like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, a lot of people were interested in it, though. I mean...
Sure. It's not my jams.
The game that I was trying to figure out, and thank you, Thar, in the chat room, was Stranger Than Heaven. Same studio that developed the Yakuza games. It is apparently not part of the Yakuza games, but it will be, it will have ties into it, I guess.
Yeah, sure. It's
a standalone IP, though it is heavily speculated to connect to Yakuza lore. So that's what they expect for. What do we have for a release date on that? Potential late 2026 release.
Okay. Potentially.
I don't know when Microsoft is doing their deep dive on it. I'll have to Google that real quick because it happens this month. You may be interested in it, but
I have them all on Steam.
Stranger Than Heaven.
Which, if Thor says next week.
Oh, okay.
So you've never played a Yakuza?
Never have. No.
It's there was an old, because I'm an old person, Penny Arcade comic about Shinmu, back 20-some years ago. But like, I must avenge my father, but first let me pet this cat and let me buy this thing. And that's what the Yakuza games are.
Right.
I must fight as a Yakuza person in my honor, but first let me do a dance off and eat everything in the city. And
why did I think it was a God, now I've forgotten the name of the genre. QuickTime events.
There are.
Yeah.
There are quick time events.
I like QTEs.
But, I mean, it's fun, but, like, it's also very ridiculous.
Oh, no, I knew it was ridiculous. I'm not looking to go into something that has... I'm not looking for, high art here.
Yeah.
This is... I understand, what it is. But I like the fact that please, the pirate one,
Yeah.
The pirate Yakuza in Hawaii or whatever. It was like, yeah, of course, I'm not taking it seriously.
And that whole character is just... And he's bonkers.
Yeah.
So.
But that's something... Did you play that one too?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Why?
Just because.
Okay.
No reason. Just like I haven't done Like a Dragon. Like there's so much of them.
Mm-hmm.
I first want to just do the numbered Yakuzas before I try and venture into elsewhere territory in that world. And even that, like, I know that would take a good chunk of time.
Now, before we get into the Steam controller stuff,
sure.
Did you see the teaser for Alien Isolation 2?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I thought of you when I saw it, because you're the only one that I know. You and Steve, or Duke Frucom.
Yeah.
You're the only ones I know that probably would, that I know would have, raised, perked up at the thought of that.
Yeah. I'm wondering, at what point do I get to be too old for that series where I have to start thinking about a heart attack that it's going to give me?
Oh, from the jump scares? Yeah.
The first Alien Isolation, one of the things I absolutely loved about the design, if you had the PlayStation camera and you played on the PlayStation.
Oh, really?
If you had the camera, the microphone would pick you up.
Oh,
so
that's right.
So if you make a noise, the alien would hear you.
Except your controller now has a microphone in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want to turn that aspect off, and maybe you can. I don't know.
But that is just that's maniacal. That is such great design work for the for the developers. I absolutely love that, but I absolutely hate that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It was not. This. It's a genre. For one, I love the Alien franchise, but
yes.
This was not a genre that it was in my wheelhouse. I do not like that sort of sneak survivor.
I really don't want to move forward, but I have to.
Whatever the term is, where it's like, I'm safe here. Why do I need to leave?
I'm just going to hide in this box for the rest of this,
Yeah,
trip.
I'm safe here. Why do I need to go anywhere? I'm good. But no, I know that you have to, and I know that's the part of the game, but it's just not the type I enjoy playing.
I am really looking forward to that.
We'll enjoy watching other people play it. But
even
not.
that, I've watched other videos of people playing it, and I still get nervous.
Yeah,
even though I'm not
no,
playing
that's fine. I can do that. That's okay. The fact that I don't have to control the character is absolutely fine by me.
Yeah.
Somebody else is going through that. I can just witness it, and if I don't want to, I just shut my eyes. I'm good.
It's it's like kind of how I felt like about Resident Evil the RE9, right? The newest one that just came out. Requiem, yeah. That the first time I played through that, as I'm playing through it for the first time, is always going to be the absolute scariest.
Yeah.
Because any playthrough after that, all right, I know when I trigger this event, this is going to happen here. I know this is going to be over there. And it's not horror films and horror can only be scary the first time.
Right, because you know where it's happening.
For me. Because, then I know, all right, as I'm playing through, when I open this door, the sisters are going to come out and she's going to, this is going to happen. But, the first time it happens, I'm, freaking out. And I'm like, what is this creature? What am I doing? Especially, when I did 7 in the VR on the PlayStation. Oh, man, that was a whole new level of just, now I'm terrified.
I remember taking I took my PlayStation and the VR for either Christmas or Thanksgiving. I took it to my family's house.
Yeah.
up in Birmingham. For whatever reason, I just wanted to show this stuff off, and it was the demo for Resident Evil that I was showing. That I was like, you guys, you can play it if you want to. I was like, I didn't want to, but you can try it out. Just to show off VR. VR is fantastic.
VR is fantastic, but it adds that whole other level.
Oh, it absolutely does. See, because at the time you didn't have your Quest 2 or your Quest 3 that was so self-contained VR. So I had wires and everything running into it was just ridiculous. But now it'd be a lot easier to do with the Quest stuff. So yeah, did you pick up a VR 2? The PlayStation VR 2?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
And I use it on my computer.
Okay.
Because I also picked up the computer thing. I mean, I was playing, I swapped back and forth on the PS5 with Resident Evil 4, doing that in VR, and then, which is a lot of fun. It's the remake in 4. Mm-hmm. I need to play the Horizon games.
Right, they do have Horizon. They have a specific one for VR, yeah.
It came with it. But I've been using it also on my computer. One
of the guys I know here is selling his VR2, his PS VR2. Not something I'm interested in picking up.
I mean, if I had it just for the PlayStation, that'd be one thing. But the fact that I could, I'm using it on my PC, that helps.
I can use the Quest on the PC, although I think the VR2, I think the
it has a higher resolution.
VR2 has better resolution on it.
It does, yeah. Because I had the Quest 2. I didn't even have the newer one.
So Steam controller, which I really wish they'd come up with a different name, but that's fine.
Because they've already done that?
Yeah, well, yes. And just to call it Steam controller, which is probably what we would be calling it if they gave it a stupid name.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it is.
Exactly, just to differentiate it, we call it the Steam controller. We call it a PS4 controller. We call it an Xbox controller, PlayStation controller. We call it a Steam controller. Sure, go ahead.
I mean, do you know anyone that says DualSense?
Yeah, no,
exactly.
Except for when you're trying to differentiate between the two. But usually, I say between the two. But if I'm talking about a controller for the PlayStation 2, 3, 4, or 5, I will say the PS5 controller, the PS4 controller. I won't call it the DualShock 3, or whatever it is. I just won't do it. We talked about this a little bit last week where I'd seen pictures of it, and apparently pictures had been out for the thing for a while, but I did not realize that.
Okay.
And it's basically just your Steam Deck with the middle ripped out.
Yeah. That's actually a really good...
Yeah, and just...
Put them together.
Yeah.
And that's what the screen.
Yep, and that's what you get.
I like how it doesn't have... the joysticks are magnetic. So
it is different than what you've got on your Steam Deck already.
And on other controllers. So you don't have the controller drift quite like other controllers that use the older technology. I don't know what they call it. I forgot. And it also detects when you grip it. It has like grip technology too.
It's a sizable beast with 2 large haptic-enabled trackpads and twin TMR sticks alongside alongside more traditional array of face buttons and triggers. There are also 4 sizable buttons on the rear of the grips, which makes it a very customizable controller.
Yeah.
There aren't many gaming devices that can truly mimic a mouse, and it's even got gyro controls to play with too. The review calls it a comfy pad for comfy gamers, not particularly quick for competitive gaming due to a standard 250 hertz polling rate. But if you're the sort of person who likes to recline on a couch or game in a bed, it's pretty good.
That's me.
35-hour battery life. You shouldn't have to top it up too often with the included charging puck either.
And you can do 4 per puck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess, pair 4 of them to one charging puck.
I know there has been a lot of talk about... And is this the one?
I mean, so I have the Steam Deck and I have the Steam Dock. I think I should be able, if I use the dock on my TV, then I should be able to use the controller, hopefully with the Steam.
I'm sorry, did you say you have this? Do you have the dock, the Steam Dock?
I do.
See, I don't. I've seen a lot of third-party ones, but I've also read a lot of good and bad about third-party ones.
I went just
I know,
Steam.
which is ridiculous because it's like $80.
I know, but like I've used it like when I travel. Like I spent like a couple months in a hotel when I was
Right.
up in Jersey a couple years back,
Mhm.
and I just had it docked on the TV there.
Yeah.
And I was using my PlayStation controller with it, but like
Still work because I know you can Bluetooth into that Steam
Yeah.
Deck, no problem. Feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me.
that's all right.
Sorry.
But I know it's not compatible with other consoles. It'll just be Steam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's I haven't looked into like how it connects. I just figured it was Bluetooth.
That's what I watched a video on it from Tested, and they were talking about that they're saying it was just compatible with Steam and not with consoles.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I was looking at a PC Gamer article about the fact that they. He says I've been using the Steam controller for a couple of weeks now, and over that time I have taken it apart a total of 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, each time, piece by piece, back to an empty shell. Might sound like a waste of time, but disassembling the Steam controller only takes around 15 minutes once you know what you're doing. Valve has designed the inside of the Steam controller like it was waiting for someone to rip it open. Held together by easily accessible screws, it contains clearly labeled components that, for the most part, could be replaced or repaired at home.
Okay.
Yeah, they were doing a teardown just to see how easy this is.
Okay, when like I'm having issues with it and I need
Right.
to tear it down. That all right, that sounds a lot better than just like, it's
I know.
not working.
Right, I would never venture to. So I would never look to take apart my PlayStation controllers or my
No.
Xbox. I'm just going to go out and buy another one.
Yeah.
But I modified my Steam Deck and I had to pop open the shell.
you did?
Oh yeah. I put a new hard drive in it.
Oh, okay. I just used the memory.
No. See, I bought the lowest tier. This is the LCD version. I didn't get the OLED version.
Yeah, no, I have the original.
Yeah. So I bought the 64 gig,
Okay.
that version. But
Yeah.
then I went online and I bought a, one of those NVMEs
Yeah.
that are sizable for the Steam Deck, but at like a terabyte
Oh,
for a lot cheaper than what I would for that one. And then I popped it open,
of course. Now
replaced it.
with hard drive prices.
Yeah, no kidding. I replaced that in there, and
Okay.
then I put what's the name of that thing?
Like what, MAME?
No, kind of. It's one of those things, and I can't remember the
Yeah.
name of it, but it allows you to run. And so the memory card that I have also installed on it's like a terabyte.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 2 terabytes of storage. One is holding a ton of Genesis games, Nintendo
Okay.
games, Super Nintendo
Yeah.
games. God, I don't know what else I put on there. I tried just to see if I could. I put a Switch emulator into it, and I ran Mario Wonder on it.
Okay.
I was like, let's see how good this and it worked.
Oh.
I thought, well, that's really cool. I didn't do much with it because it was just annoying to try and get to run.
Yeah.
But I know I want to go back and look into like what it was, the Dolphin emulator for GameCube.
GameCube, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to. Maybe I did do that. I can't remember.
I have some old GameCube
Yes,
ROMs.
yeah. Anyway, back to the Steam controller.
Yes.
There's a couple of parts that may require a little know-how with a soldering iron,
Oof.
such as the TMR sticks.
Yes.
But Valve has told me it will be making spare parts officially available via iFixit, just as
Okay.
it does today for the Steam Deck. That won't happen right away, but sometime in the future. Once that happens, we're on to a winner for repairability. During my
That's
first couple of
good.
days with the Steam controller, I noticed one of the triggers was a little louder than the other. Only a barely noticeable metallic ping as the trigger reset, but enough for me to take a look inside and see if there was something up. There are 7 Torx screws between me and the inside of the Steam controller. These require a Torx T6 bit. With those taken care of, the rear shell comes cleanly away.
So I've bought the Xbox Elite, the official Xbox
Yeah.
Elite controller. I've been through 2 of them so far. No, I'm on my 3rd. For me, the shoulder buttons, those go out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on 2 previous ones. And when you figure you're spending, Xbox Elite,
That kind of
controller
money, yeah.
and for the shoulder buttons to go out after after a while, it gets expensive. So if you could fix it yourself, that alone, I think, is an amazing thing.
Wow. Okay, so He goes through and talks about how he fixed the little squeaky trigger. It was just the spring was just a little bit off center a little bit, and so he just moved it into place and it worked fine. Diving further in, the battery can be lifted out with just a finger from the right side. The contacts are on the left side but are only held in place by the housing. So in the event of needing a replacement battery, which is a possibility, this would require nothing more than a single Torx screwdriver and a replacement battery. I love the idea of that. The battery is a lithium-ion, and it's rated to, it gives me all these numbers. Removing the battery housing requires unscrewing another 4 Torx T6 screws, shorter length, and cables. The now exposed main board has another T6 screw. This goes down the whole thing
and
of
how to break
replacing it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, wow. The thumbsticks are mounted to an individual PCB. Huh. So you could buy another PCB that has the thumbsticks on there and just swap it out.
Hot swap,
yeah.
I guess, so to speak.
Wow, this is a fantastic art. If anybody wants to, here, I'll plug this into our Twitch chat, because they've got pictures of the breakdown. So if anybody wanted to take a look and see what the inside of one of these things looks like, there you go. I had read a lot about the fact that this was a very
user-friendly,
yeah, easy to get into, easy to mess around with. They didn't want to sort of prevent you from being able to do that.
That's good. I don't like it when they wall it off.
I don't either. I'm not a fan of that at all.
Not that I'm really good into modding, but like there are people out there that would be perfect for this.
I don't know what I would do. Like, obviously, my first thought when I got the Steam Deck was I want to make it an emulating machine.
Yeah.
So that I have any games from my past that I ever wanted to play right there.
Now, I wonder with the Steam Deck, like since we have the old original version, can we buy a OLED screen and swap it out?
You can't.
Okay.
Well, no, I take that back. If you were to see, my first thought was if you bought the OLED screen of the Steam Deck that has the OLED, you could do that, but you can't because the bezel and everything else is a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
But if you can find an OLED screen that is the size of the screen availability on your Steam Deck, I feel like you'd be able to make a swap.
Interesting.
I feel like you'd be able to. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I'm going to do anything like that.
No.
But it'd be interesting to see what people come up with,
But man, so these go on sale on the 4th.
The 4th, yeah.
Star Wars Day.
That's Monday, yep.
Yes, it is.
I'm kind of eyeballing it.
I mean, you may have more of a reason to.
I do a lot of, like they say, couch or bed, gaming.
I do, but I do holding my Steam Deck while I'm doing it. I don't have it. I do it dock it into the TV.
Yeah, my TV is my computer monitor.
Did you ever have the controller from 2015?
No, the original.
Yeah, the Owl.
Someone, was it Dennis that had it?
I had it.
Oh, you had it?
Oh, yeah.
I got to hold it once, and I'm like, to me, it just felt off.
I never used it.
Oh,
I think I tried to with like big picture mode for the Steam app on the TV, and it connected to this. It just didn't work. It didn't work for me.
I mean, honestly, I don't use big picture mode though.
I thought you would when you have it docked. I thought it goes into big picture mode when you dock the.
I think you can go into big picture mode.
Oh, okay.
But I never use big picture mode on my, on my stuff.
So yeah, it's going to cost $100.
The three hardware pieces that they announced earlier this year, I was interested in all three, but then I replaced my computer, so I'm not really interested in the Steam Machine. But between the controller and the VR, I don't know, man.
This article says pricing was conspicuous by its absence when we first got a taste of the new Valve hardware back in November last year, and as soon as the Rampocalypse happened, we knew that whatever we wanted them to be, the Steam Machine and the Steam Frame, were always going to cost more if they'd been launched than if they'd been launched in 2025. But with a ton of expensive RAM inside them, I was still hopeful the Steam controller wouldn't be a victim of the PC pricing catastrophe that has been 2026 so far. When I first got my hands on the pad and started it up into my home PC, I was thinking, yeah, at $60 I'd be happy, and I could probably go for 80. How naive I was. Though maybe not really that naive, because it sounds like Valve itself was aiming for pricing more along those lines too, but events outside of its control they've made it more expensive than planned. Valve designer Lawrence Yang says, I'm not the expert on this. I do know price has gone up from where we originally wanted it to be. Also, you may have noticed in the price list that we sent you, there are some variants across regions. So depending on where a customer is going to buy it, because of imports and tariffs and duties, the price is going to vary depending on where you're purchasing it. That is something that has changed a bit over time, too. So,
all right.
Add to basket availability is kicking off on May 4th. You can't pre-order.
No.
It's just on May 4th, whenever they release the...
I think noon.
Yeah, whenever they release it, you just add it to cart and buy it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still cheaper than the Elite controller. You know, it's in that sort of middle zone between PlayStation controller and the Elite.
It does offer a lot of PC functionality, even with the pad itself isn't necessarily what you would call premium offering. There isn't a controller out there that can offer what the Steam controller does. And while maybe the majority of PC gamers aren't always going to need that level of utility in a pad, there are still going to be a lot of folks who want to take a look. And in taking a look, they might well fall down the rabbit hole of nested setting screens that really offer up all the power Valve's new pad has built inside it. I know I wouldn't have thought about using gyro control on my PC if it hadn't been for having a Steam controller. I'm also going to say I don't think that pricing is going to have any appreciable effect on the volume of the Steam controllers that fly off of Valve's digital shelves. I'm expecting to see this thing topping Steam's top sellers list for a long time to come, especially if it is able to turn those factory knobs it's promising to keep stock rolling. So, yeah, this seems like it's going to be really good. I love the controller. Mm-hmm. I likely will eventually own one of them.
Yeah.
But am I shooting for it on Monday? Absolutely not. I'm not in a position to where I need it.
Yeah. I'm probably not going to order it Monday because Wednesday I'm making a big purchase.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I had to make a big purchase just recently. And so, no, I'm not.
Yeah, but like you said, eventually, it's something I'm keeping on my radar.
Yeah, it was for my vehicle. So, yeah, it was a. I have to have this done, otherwise I have no car. So that was my situation. And so, yeah, it's just, I love it, and looking at the Steam Deck and everything else, this thing will be around whenever I get around to needing one or wanting to get or available to afford one. Then I'll do it. But otherwise, yeah, I'm good. So there we go. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll dive into more stuff here that I've got. We'll figure out what it is all that I've got here, but we'll jump in on that, and we'll be back with more of In-Game Chat in just a moment. This is music from Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, which I have never played or anything like that, but I'm just picking games that were released last year. This is the Red Flower Country Club is the name of this track. It's out of all the tracks that you hear today, this is the most happy and bright, I would say. Yeah, we'll be right back. welcome back into In-Game Chat. Music from the game Hell Is Us. The main theme. I'm not exactly sure what that game is.
Hell?
I guess so.
And Us?
It's a war game, I thought.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, Hell Is Us, that's what that's from. So, let's see. There was Steam Controller.
So,
What?
did you hear the news about what I'm hearing about PlayStation for new orders if you buy games?
Yeah, that's in here.
Is that in there?
They
Okay.
explained their 30-day timer.
30-day timer.
Yeah, it is...
Is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Wario sending out a tweet and it had Star Wars on the topic, and I was like, "What is this?"
Oh.
Just the GOG edition, the Good Old Games edition of Shadows of the Empire is just $1.50 if you're.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that back in the day.
You know, if you wanted it on another platform
Yeah.
or another, well, you already have it on PC, I'm sure.
Yes.
So, yeah. So. Earlier this week, it was reported that a new version 13.20 update for the PlayStation 5 console appeared to have brought with it a form of digital rights management, DRM as we call it, in which digitally purchased games have to be verified. The theory, tested by numerous YouTube channels, was that any digital game purchased on or after a certain date appeared to have a 30-day timer applied, suggesting that if the player didn't play the game for 30 days, they would have to connect their console online to renew the license and reset the timer to 30 days again. So I'm stopping here in this article. I'm sure people do it because people have reasons for whatever reason that they have them. But like a PC, or like anything that I connect to the internet, I never look to disconnect it from the internet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my PC, I never look for a time where it's like, I need to unplug it from the... I mean, outside of it possibly having, some sort of virus type stuff going on or whatever the case may be, I don't know... I don't know of a reason. I'm sure a reason exists why people don't have their consoles hooked up to their internet.
There are still plenty of people that live in rural enough areas that don't have dedicated internet.
Very possible, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's...
Or people that travel.
Yeah. Well... Oh, I see what you're saying. They wouldn't hook it up if they traveled with that. Although, if you're taking your PS5 on a travel, that thing's huge. That thing is massive.
I've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I'm also weird.
It's just such a big... I remember...
I've known people in deployed locations that would have their PlayStations, with them.
PlayStations, yes. PlayStation 5 is massive.
Yeah.
It's just so big and clunky.
Yeah, I mean, but it would be the PlayStation at the time, that was available. So, people would go.
Yeah,
there.
I had there was a whole thing in my trunk that I used to, it was a PlayStation bag that you could pack your PS4 into. The control, it had all this stuff that you could use to take it with you.
Yeah.
If you were traveling. I used it because I remember when I used to bring my PC to this place.
Yeah, I remember those days.
I used it to carry like the keyboard, the mouse, some of the cameras, cords and cables, and all the other stuff that I would bring in here. So yeah, I get it that other people will have to use it for that.
So if you buy it and just keep your PlayStation and you just don't play your PlayStation for a month, does the DRM reset?
Well, I'll finish the article.
Yeah.
When players started reporting their timers disappearing, a new theory emerged that the 30-day timer was only a temporary one to avoid pirates using a refund exploit, and that the license would become permanent after 14 days. Sony has now officially confirmed that players don't have to verify the games every 30 days.
Okay.
And that the initial timer is indeed a one-off check. Quoting Sony here, players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required after purchase to confirm the game's license, after which no further check-ins are needed. While the spokesperson didn't go into detail on exactly why the online check had been added, the most popular current theory is that it prevents pirates from making use of an exploit in PlayStation's refund system.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
Never would have thought it. PlayStation allows players to automatically claim a refund on a digital game purchase if they're within the 14 days of purchase and if the game hasn't been installed. Someone theorized that pirates were buying games using hacked PS4 consoles to extract the indefinite license applied to those games, then refunding the games without installing them.
All right.
Listen.
That seems really convoluted to do.
But people will go through the trouble to do it.
Yeah.
You know they will.
Yeah.
By adding a new 30-day timer to the games by default, then changing it to an indefinite one after 14 days, as appears to be now happening, this method is theoretically blocked because the user won't be able to extract an indefinite license until after the refund window is closed. So that's the reason it's in there. Regardless of the reason for the decision, Sony's statement confirms that digital purchases won't have to be continually verified going forward.
Okay, good.
So you're fine there. Yeah.
I heard that news in the infancy, like the day after it happened, so I didn't know about the new update where you don't have to.
Well, I had heard about it too, and normally I'm like, oh, whatever this is. But when I start to see it popping up in other places, like, yes, it came up in my news feed, but then I started seeing it on Reddit. Then I started seeing it on game forums.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, let me look into this. So I went back to my news feed, and I didn't see anybody reporting on it. And then a couple of days later, I saw this article here from VCG, I think. VideoGamesChronicle.com. And it had the whole explanation. And I thought, oh, that'll do it then. Speaking of PlayStation, our PlayStation Plus free games, which, by the way, today is the last day to grab April's free games. So if you haven't done that for PlayStation Plus, you need to do that today. I have to remind myself to do that when I get home. Unless, you know what, I know I can do it from the internet. So I should probably look into doing that. So here's what we're getting for the monthly games for May. EA Sports FC 26. I have no interest in it. What is that? Football Club 26, I think is what that is. Yeah. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I'm not very familiar with it. And then Nine Souls. Nine and Souls is SOLS. So those are your three games for PlayStation Plus for May. Those will be active sometime this coming week. Perhaps maybe tomorrow, I guess, since today's the last day to grab April's. So, what else do we want to go through here? What do I have? Did I not have the thing about Oh, you know what? I did, but I have it in my stuff that I had put up there recently. Couple of different things. GameStop is looking to buy eBay. I made the same face. And in fact, those of you who are just listening on the radio, I know the face you just made. What? Physical game stores are few and far between these days, but hit up enough American malls, and you're bound to find a GameStop or two tucked between rainforest cafes. While it might be a tough time to be in the video game retail business, CEO Ryan Cohen has big plans for GameStop that, according to a report from the Wall Street Journal, ends with it as a $100 billion plus juggernaut. The report states that the next step in the designs to make an offer on in Cohen's designs is to make an offer on eBay, the digital marketplace that is not only for all sorts of non-video game things, but also has over 4 times the market value of GameStop. In other words, that thing is worth a lot more than what you're worth.
Yeah.
Naturally, because of this news, both stocks are up, which the Wall Street Journal attributed to people familiar with the matter. It lines up with something Cohen told the Journal earlier this year, that he was planning to acquire a big company in a bold gambit that was, quote, either going to be genius or totally, totally foolish.
Mm-hmm.
It's no secret that GameStop is small potatoes next to eBay, which raked in $11.1 billion in revenue last year. For comparison, GameStop's net sales in 2025 came out to $3.6 billion, down from the year prior, though the company did see an operating income of 200-some-odd million, a recovery from years prior in the red. Still, it's been a tumultuous time for the gaming retailer. It closed over 400 locations in the U.S. just earlier this year. Its recent attempts to stay in the public eye have yielded antics like an employee-maligned Trade Anything Day. That was horrible, because nobody read the fine print of the Trade Anything Day, so people were bringing in things, and when it didn't go their way, people were very annoyed.
Upset.
Yeah. It's not clear what GameStop offer entails specifically or what his vision for the retailer is if this does or does not work out. A peek at his X account only reveals reactionary jeering and memes, so I guess he's got nothing to really go on there. But that's what I had heard. These are just kind of some quickfire stuff. I don't know if you saw, but Lego has announced that they are going to release a Lego Sega Genesis.
Okay. Yeah, because they did the NES system.
They did. Yeah, the NES
was really nice.
It was nice, but it was also quite expensive compared to what the Genesis is going to cost. The Genesis is only going to cost you $40.
So it doesn't have a screen.
It doesn't have a TV to go along with it.
The TV was cool.
Yeah, the Lego set pays homage to the 90s console, which is known as the Mega Drive in Europe. According to Lego, the model will allow builders to customize their creation into either the Genesis or the Mega Drive version, complete with detachable controllers and decorative stickers. It'll be available beginning June 1st, priced at $40, 479 pieces. And what else? It is the latest collaboration between the two companies. They did some Sonic stuff previous.
Yeah.
There's pictures of it as well.
For some reason, I want to say, I think I remember seeing a Lego Altered Beast.
I don't know about that.
Or maybe I dreamt it. I don't know.
I know they did the Lego Game Boy.
Yes, which I didn't pick that one up yet, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, I have it. I just haven't built it.
Ah.
Yeah. But yeah, so they announced that. We got our PC spec requirements for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which is something I'm really looking forward to because it's my Arkham games just done in Lego, and that's fine by me.
Seems silly, but all right.
Let's see. What do you have for the recommend? I haven't looked at any of this. Recommended, you better have 16 gigs of RAM. Your PC, are you on a 4K screen or a 1440? You're on a 4K screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with that graphics card you should be. Well, if you're going to play this in 4K with recommended settings, you're going to need at least 24 gigs of RAM.
Okay.
How many do you have? 32?
Yeah.
Okay. You should be good there. You'll also need a 4070, 12 gig, or did you go AMD or NVIDIA on your graphics card?
NVIDIA.
Okay. What'd you get?
5080.
5080, yeah, you're fine there.
Mm-hmm. I should be fine for anything for a while.
You should, yeah, you absolutely should. Let's see, medium 1440. I'm looking at the recommended specs, which is for 1440p, which is where I would be with it. The GPU would need a 2070 Super 8 gig. Yeah, I'm fine there. 16 gigs of RAM, I'm fine there. Yeah. So, should be good on that one. Should be all right for those PC specs. A lot of RAM, though. 24 gigs of RAM. And let's see. The Marvel Snap that I wanted to tell you about. The company, Second Dinner. There were layoffs yesterday.
Oh, really?
At Second Dinner. The team behind Marvel Snap. I do not know how many people it is, but a lot of... This exodus of staff critical to Marvel Snap's development has obviously caused for concern with players on the game's official Reddit, and I saw these, and Discord pages clearly voicing their concerns. There's a worry that support for Marvel Snap is now going to wind down as it felt like the game was suffering a slow death for some time. They originally stayed silent regarding the layoffs, but the studio founder posted on their Discord on May 1st, explained why the layoffs happened, reassured players that they will follow through on what was promised in their March blog post for this month, and that they're going to continue. They're also working on a new game as well, and a lot of people feel like it's kind of the Bungie treatment, right? Where we've got this other thing going, but we do have this other game that we have to continue to support, but we're just going to kind of sit that aside. Like, we're going to leave Destiny alone for now and work on this new thing. We're going to leave Marvel Snap alone for now and work on this new thing. That may or may not be something people want.
Yeah.
So you never know on those things. Historically, it's never a great sign when a live service game developer has layoffs like this, even when the leadership says it's not a bad thing. While this isn't shaping up to be a high guard level fiasco, The statement doesn't raise my confidence as an avid Marvel Snap player. While I'll keep playing for now, these layoffs have definitely shaken my faith in the game's future more than any other controversy Marvel Snap has faced over the past 4 years. So,
yeah. We got a release date for Galactic Racer.
I know.
October 6th.
I know. The only reason I'm interested in that is because it's former Criterion developers that are working on it. Which, there was a release date trailer that was shown off, which is only the second trailer we've gotten for this game. Mm-hmm. We got the announcement trailer, and then this. Like, I would have thought we'd have had a lot more before a release date trailer of, like, here's some gameplay, here's more stuff to see about the game, but we didn't get any of that. We did get a massive collector's edition that, what does it run for? It's a lot of money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A $160 physical collector's edition is available for all, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC, which comes with a physical model. I'm going to screw up the pronunciation of this land speeder. Corsairun, or Corsairun.
Okay.
Dark X land speeder.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know either?
No.
All right, that's fine.
You know what? I'll say you got it right.
Okay, thanks. You also get a physical banner, 2 pilot patches, a physical copy of the digital art book, and a custom slipcover and steel case. So.
All right.
I said Matt Webster. Fuse Games co-founder is Matt Webster. Met Matt Webster.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him when I went to Criterion, ever how many years ago, ever how long ago it was, over a decade ago, when I went to London. I went to Guildford.
Okay.
God, it took me a minute to remember where Criterion used to be based.
Yeah.
And it was in Guildford. So, yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic, leaning more towards just being optimistic for that.
I like the racer games, going back to Pod Racer.
I do, and I just love the fact that it's Criterion guys doing it. And more so than the Three Fields Entertainment folks that did Recreation and the Dangerous Golf and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Those guys helped with the creation of Burnouts, but Matt and a lot of his team were the people that worked on Burnout. Yeah, they worked on Burnout for a very long time. In fact, I'm friends with Matt on. He's on my PlayStation friends list or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember adding him. I think Neil Druckmann is still on my PlayStation. I know. I'd have to go through there, but I believe he is. It's you meet these people before anything massive ever happens in their lives, and it's like, we'll keep in touch and we'll talk and that sort of thing, and then it just stays there.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool. What are we at? We at a break here? We are at a break, and we could go to it. There was... What else did I want to get into? I did the Marvel Snap layoffs. What else do we have? We did Star Wars. I wanted to jump into Marathon as well, speaking of Bungie. And we'll talk about that when we come back. Just the fact that their player base continues to shrink.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about a little bit about that. Marathon players are losing patience after getting constantly pelted with grenades as Bungie promises a fix. So even the players are not happy about it either. So we'll get into that and more. It's all coming up. We got music here from Jotun Slayer, Berserker's Rage. I don't know what the name. I don't know if the title is called Berserker's Rage or what, but that's what we're playing. So we'll be back with more of In-Game Chat right after this. Welcome back into In-Game Chat. This is music from... is it Demon or... How is it? How do you pronounce it when it's Daemon?
Damon?
Is it Damon?
I guess.
Demon Ex Machina. Titanic Scion.
Damon?
I don't know. I don't play them. I don't even read them. I just try and say them. So, yeah. All right, jumping into the marathon thing. I have been keeping up with the, what is it, the concurrent play, whatever, the CCU
player
or
count?
whatever.
Yeah.
CP, whatever, concurrent player count, thing like that. And it is just trended down, 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 down. There was a sale on the game not too long ago that did not help the game. The article here talks about grenade spamming. It remains a massive problem in Marathon despite previous nerfs from Bungie. Now, with players losing patience with the deluge of explosives heading their way, Bungie has promised further adjustments to stack sizes to help remedy the problem. Grenade spamming, for those unaware, is the practice of throwing grenades repeatedly at other players to overwhelm them. This is especially problematic in Marathon as there are no hard limits to the number of grenades you can carry. Except from your backpack capacity. This problem has existed in some form since the game's release, but as players have built up their equipment stash and learned which strategies are best in high-stakes game modes, the popularity of throwing heaps of grenades at others has only increased. An example of this issue in action was a recent social media post. This video, which you can see below, shows an enemy team attacking him and his crewmates. He throws down an energy shield, then throws 5 grenades in quick succession at the enemies from above. Somebody else reported that not a single weapon was ever fired. What a joke of a game, because people just throw grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grenade spam is an issue, but every single FPS game has had this issue. Some have had it for years. I think there just needs to be a grenade belt inventory that limits it. Yeah, Marathon Reddit, there was discussion around the grenade spam meta has been raging. It's now leaking into other maps, they said. Bungie has said that they are going to work on it. A big topic in the community right now is that it's not a good experience to open up a fight only be barraged with a dozen of grenades. We're looking to push some changes. So, yeah. Did you ever play it? Did you ever try to play Marathon? Did you ever download the demo or anything?
No.
Yeah.
It was not the Marathon. I hate to be
I
that
know.
old,
Yeah, I know.
old guy that I am at times, but I liked Marathon 1, I liked Durandal, and I like Infinite. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I liked old Marathon.
I never played old Marathon.
I played the snot out of those in college.
Yeah.
On the in the Apple Labs. Go to the computer labs, and just they had some Macs and stuff, and I mean, yeah, I like those. The direction that they took, hey, that's great. I mean, that's what I guess people now want to do. It's just not anything that I wanted.
Yeah, I
was way more interested in the lore of Marathon and the lore of Halo.
Yes.
And, then...
I would agree with you on that front. That the lore that they had built, the sort of world they had built for the thing, especially when they started integrating Marathon into Halo.
Yes.
Where it was like, oh, they're connecting it. Because I knew what it was. I just never played it. I knew what Marathon was. I just never got into it.
Yeah.
And when I saw that they were making that connection, I thought, well, this is fantastic for some players... for a certain segment of gamers,
yes,
this is fantastic for them. They're like, what? So,
but the direction that I guess 343 Studios took, after they got acquisition,
I know.
I'm just too old. I guess that's my problem. I'm just too old.
So
I fondly remember ODST.
Oh, God, I remember that, too. Loved it. But anyway, Marathon's numbers on PC, at least, are not doing great. As far as console is concerned, I'm not exactly sure. We talked about this before, but even trying to do some matchmaking on console during certain times of the day would take forever, especially if you're in different regions in the U.S.
Yeah.
It would take forever, especially if you have crossplay turned off, which a lot of people do because they don't want to match up with PC players.
Because they're spamming grenades?
Well, that and just the whole point and click or the mouse and keyboard functionality, and just
Yes.
the amount of people who are playing on PC is a lot more than the amount of people who are playing on console right now. Even still, the amount of people who are playing on PC, I know that at least twice this past week, the amount of people who were playing Destiny at a certain point, or Destiny 2, at a certain point exceeded the amount of people that were playing Marathon. It was only by a few hundred.
But still.
But it was still the case where your brand new game is not bringing
doing
enough
as well
people
as the one that's
your
been
10-year-old game.
Has it been 10 years?
No, from Destiny 1 to now, or at least Destiny 1 to, I don't know, a few years ago, it was 10 years. But Destiny 2, I want to say launched in like 2017 or 18, maybe? I don't remember.
Okay. It just feels like it's been longer.
Yeah. So
I feel like I've been hearing you talk about that game for over a decade.
Right? Because a lot of times, like, what have you played?
Yep.
Destiny.
Destiny.
That's what I played. I played Destiny. I played more Destiny.
I pick it up, I put it down.
You know? Yeah. Put things up, I put them down. That's exactly the case. That's what it was for me anyway. Something I skipped over here was the Xbox boss, Asha Sharma, has admitted that the ongoing Rampocalypse will likely impact the price point of the next hardware iteration. Xbox unveiled early details of its next console, currently known as Project Helix, last month. They confirmed Helix will deliver high performance and provide the ultimate player-first experience, all stuff that sounds like bullet points on the back of a box.
Yes.
They're partnering with AMD, as they usually do. Sharma reflected on the memory shortage and admitted that memory cost will impact pricing and availability.
Didn't Sony kind of say the same stuff?
Yeah, they have. All of these things are an equation. Memory cost will impact pricing, which will impact availability. As we think about being where the world plays, we will take that into consideration. So we're not ready to share a launch timeline right now. The world's pretty dynamic. My number one focus, though, is to focus on what's in our control. Build a great console to play great games, including your PC games. The comments come as the entire tech industry scrambles for memory as AI data centers from companies like Alphabet and OpenAI buy up huge reserves of memory chip production, leaving little for consumer electronics like consoles and PCs. Some have dubbed the crisis Ramageddon. Sony is reportedly considering delaying the rollout of its next-generation console due to the ongoing memory shortage crisis. It's going to get worse.
Yes. RAM and hard drives.
It's going. Sharma recently discussed Microsoft. Okay, yeah, I was going through the rest of the article there. It's going to get worse. I'm telling you now, it's going to get worse. There's not. I see nothing in the future of where that'll fix it. No, AI is not stopping. I mean, if
they've built the Torment Nexus,
yeah, I swear, if there is a bubble, it is not near ready to burst.
That's a shame.
And I don't even know that there's a bubble, to be honest with you. I would love to think that at some point there is.
Disney Sora going down, that gave me hope.
What happened?
Sora, Disney's, AI were like, you can make movies with, all the Disney characters, and we won't even need actors anymore. Yeah, that went away.
No, of course. No, yeah, I would have to.
Yes. I don't know. Ask anyone I work with. I am like the old guy yelling at clouds. Has no one watched the Terminator movies?
I understand. I'm not even thinking about that.
But I don't use it. I don't like it. I don't. I have people I work with. They're like, oh yeah, I use ask ChatGPT to blah blah blah, and I'm like, no. Like, why don't you use it to? I'm like, I don't need artificial intelligence when you have actual intelligence. I don't like the stuff that it does. Not a fan.
I have used it here. Not here as on this show, but here as in this building. There, you may hear some, I don't know, in some of the commercials that we have here. It's actually my voice, but it's been redone by some other voice, by an AI voice. In other words, I will read the script, and then I will feed it into the AI, and it will spit it out in some other voice.
Processing and
yeah, either a female voice if I like it, or some different male voice if I need that, but it won't be my voice. It'll be somebody else's. I have used that here. I remember there were a couple of spots that we had that need tweaking by like a couple of words. They're like, hey, change the price of this or change that. And for me to send that off to the other people who, they work here, they're employees of the station. But for me to send that to them, wait for it to get back for just that little tweak, it would be the next day for me to get it fixed. Whereas I could shove it through AI, mimic their voice, and just get the stuff I need and get it fixed right then. You know? Just real quick and easy. So I've used AI.
I'm a Luddite.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't begrudge anybody who uses it or who doesn't use it. I really, really don't. I wonder, and we've had this discussion, and we don't have enough time really to have this discussion, but I've talked about, like, if the continual use of AI, and I honestly don't think anybody's using it for this method, or maybe they are and they're just not talking about it, but like if we were able to discover some kind of miracle cure for some incurable thing, let's throw cancer in there, Parkinson's, any kind of just horrible, horrible disease that does not yet have a cure, and AI would help us to get to that cure. Would that then be worth it?
Yes.
Right?
But so then I have a whole other
I understand.
Thoughts that,
I understand.
About like what they would do with that power if they had it.
Right. So like when they do develop this through whatever they do, then how are they going to get that to everybody else without like, all right, we're just going to...
The commodification of it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
That, yeah, my views don't really jive with a lot of the area that I live in.
Yeah, in the general sense of it, in the general sense of AI helped us to get to this point, so therefore it was worth going through what we went through. However, then I would say yes. In the sense of what these large companies will do when they have that and how much they will screw everybody over so that they can make more money off of it and everything else and let people die over it, that's a different thing.
That seems the more
realistic. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way it works. Mm-hmm. Sadly, and I'm not saying that that's the way it works because it's justified. I say that's the way it works because, what's that whole term? People who have a ton of money likely didn't get there on, what is it? Hard work and
gumption,
fair whatever. Yeah.
No, it was.
There was shady stuff that went on in order to get there. Exactly. So, yeah, I know. It's just something that's been on my mind whenever the topic of is AI good or bad type of thing comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to mind my P's and Q's sometimes.
Not in the chat room, you don't. Over the air, you might, but not in the chat room. You can go ahead and do whatever in the chat room. But maybe over the air, you absolutely might have to.
I agree with AI, AC Wraith. Also, AI in the arts just annoys
bugs me. Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's absolutely. I would say AI in the arts just needs to go away. Mm-hmm. That is, which honestly, I think that's kind of where it started in the consumer use. Mm-hmm. And I wish I could remember what the name of it was, because the first thing I ever saw with AI, and I used it way back when it first came around, there was this Discord for some kind of AI thing.
Yeah.
And you could type in prompts for it to spit out images. And it would give you 4 different images on one prompt. And they weren't that great. And people would refine them. And I mean, this is going way, way back. Because I remember I had it do some Destiny prompts for like the Destiny, because I was still playing Destiny at the time. And I remember it spitting that stuff out. I cannot remember what the name of that company was. But eventually, you could do it every how many times per day. And then you either had to pay for it or you had to wait and come back and do it again. I have seen, AC Wraith says AI ads selling me biological products bugs me as well. I've seen actual commercials on television that are completely made in AI. The actors, the people, the voice, all of it, AI done. And I don't know if they're trying to hide it or not. Doesn't seem like they are. Oh, the Kentucky Derby was today.
No,
I'm not trying to get you on any soapbox at all, Matt. I'm really not. We came up on this subject.
It's not hard to do.
No, it's not, especially when we're in the topic of
people at
the
work
state
know
of things today.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. My point being is that the RAM shortage is going to get worse.
Yes.
The RAM shortage is going to get worse. It's likely the gas situation is going to get worse. And then that part just gets in. That's going to get even more.
Petroleum-based products.
Yeah, but even not just petroleum-based products, but the fact that you have to have that for shipping and to move products across the world.
Yeah.
Much less within the States. It's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And I don't know what to tell you about it. That Steam controller, like we said, there's no RAM in that Steam controller.
Yeah.
So that's why they were able to release it right now at $99. Mm-hmm. When are we going to get the Steam frame or the Steam machine?
Oh,
God knows.
To be determined.
Right. Yeah. But it's something to think about. Like, if you could go and split the timeline, right, and go down the one where AI never happened.
Mm-hmm.
What would have been the case as far as some of these things getting released or changing? Would we already be looking, would this be the year that we would be getting into the brand new console generation? Would it have been last year? You know, I don't know. Where would we have been had this not happened?
Yeah.
And I'm only talking about the RAM aspects. I'm not even talking about the gas stuff. So yeah, I don't know. It's curiosity. It's one of those what if type situations, and yeah, my whole advice is that if you're looking to buy a new PC, do it now.
About a year ago.
I mean, you should have. But again, if you do it now, 6 months from now, you'll look back and be like, wow, I got a good deal.
I spent a lot, but not nearly as much.
Not as much as I would have been spending if I had waited to do it now.
Yes.
You know? That's going to be the case.
I mean, I bought airplane tickets for October to fly to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that about 2 months ago.
Good, because you know what those prices are now? Yeah.
And then don't get me started on dynamic pricing.
No. I'm just glad you got your tickets when you did.
Yes, I mean, they weren't cheap then.
No, they weren't, but they're cheaper than what they are now. Right?
Yes.
They would be cheaper than what they are now.
Yes.
So that's my whole thing. If you're waiting to buy something, if you want to do it now.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Do it now. Because it'll be, if we're talking about RAM, because it'll be expensive. More expensive than what it is. Just really ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We've still got some time here. I got some music lined up. Oh, Adam! Did you ever play Adam Fall?
I did not. That's the. I don't remember which one that one is. Something, is that like nuclear power monsters or
2025 action survival game Adam Fall, known by some as British Fallout.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the one done by, I think, Rebellion Studios.
Is that Rebellion?
I think so. If I'm thinking,
he said as his voice went really high, just to try and see. Is that what that is? I was trying to see developers themselves. Well, that doesn't tell me. It says the developers, but it doesn't tell me what the developers are. Yep, it's Rebellion.
Yeah, the people that did Sniper Elite.
Yeah, they're getting a TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is getting a TV show. Two Brothers Pictures has announced that it secured the rights to make a TV adaptation of the Rebellion game. Oh, it was in the original article. I should have just looked at that. Which just won Best British Game at the BAFTAs.
Oh, BAFTA Awards? All right.
Yeah. Rebellion will be involved, too. Boy, it mentioned it a lot in this thing, and I just didn't even look. The game is inspired by the real-world wind-scale nuclear disaster of 1957.
Yeah.
With the action taking place inside a walled-in quarantine zone in the aftermath of the nuclear incident.
It's on my wish list. It's something that I've been eyeing, just waiting for it to go down, or time.
Yeah. Two Brothers Pictures was founded by two brothers, Harry and Jack Williams, who are writers and executive producers for the show. They are working with the co-founders of Rebellion, who are also brothers.
Did we mention Rebellion?
I know. Just looking. They are also, Harry and Jack Williams are also known for writing and producing a popular TV show called The Assassin, which I have not seen, Fleabag, which I have seen, some episodes of Fleabag. There's no word yet on cast, release date, not even the platform that it would show up at. So
just it's in the works.
Yep, that is pretty much it.
Sounds interesting.
Yep. I never played it, but I figured you had.
I hadn't yet, but it's definitely one that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that's it. Matt and I are going to go and play more Vampire Crawlers.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be grinding more Snap. But yeah, and I don't know. We'll come back and do this again next week as well. RJ will be back next week also. So, Matt, thanks for coming in, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
And I appreciate everybody else who showed up for the show. You guys have a fantastic week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week with whatever it may bring. It seems like it's something new every single week now.
That's what you make of it.
Yeah, here is music from a game called, it's Kronos. That's the Bloober team. Bloober? Is it Bloober? They do the scary games?
Yeah.
Kronos is the name of the game. The name of the track is called Time Knots. So, Anyway, we'll see you next Saturday. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.